check in on Black Series again. Let's see how it's doing. Let's see how the brand new... Well, I say brand new. When did this come out? When did this come out? 2023, yeah. Not so new nowadays. Well, anyways, the new mold of Mandalorian with the Minds of Mandalore Mando. Now, you may be thinking, J4, you don't collect Black Series. Why did you get this? It was $8 on Walmart.com, and I've been looking for a Black Series figure to be like my general purpose comparison figure, because I want to have like general purpose comparison figures. I'm sure you've seen McFarlane First Appearance Batman more in my videos, and Cobra Commander from Classified. I just want some figures that can always be on my desk that I can always use for standard comparisons when it comes to scale and size. And I figured, hey, this could be a good one for Black Series, because I'm sure pretty much every person who owns 6-inch Star Wars Black Series stuff has this Din Djarin. And honestly, it looks really, really good. This is kind of the evergreen Din Djarin. There is the Glavis Ringworld one that has a cloth cape. Unfortunately, this one has a plastic cape. I would have preferred the cloth, but hey, this is the one that's everywhere. This is the one that is everywhere at Walmart, at Target. This is the one that Hasbro has intentionally made the evergreen Mandalorian that you can just walk into a store and buy. He's got the Darksaber, he's got a little knife, he's got a little pistol. I really enjoy all those accessories. He looks fantastic. And interestingly, he's actually gotten a packaging refresh. He has been re-released in the newer, less angular Black Series box. I think that news literally came out like the day I'm filming this. But yeah, this is a pretty nice looking 6-inch Mando. Reunited with Grogu, Din Djarin undertakes a new quest to reclaim a place in Mandalorian society as his scattered people unite to take a stand against the Imperial Remnant. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. Okay, let's open them up. Okay, so, yeah, let's take a look. Oh, that was extreme? Sorry, I thought that was pretty okay. I didn't think there was any significant issue with how I opened them up. I thought I was, doing fine. I'm sorry you had a problem with that. Hey, calm down. It's not that big of a deal, okay? I'm gonna throw the box away anyway. Not that big of a deal. Okay, let's get him out. Immediately, I can tell you he's got tons of head articulation. Oh, wow. All right, let's get this box taken care of, I guess. All right, let's look at this Mando right here. So, first impression, he doesn't come with the jetpack. Oh, okay, that's fine. He's got the cape and everything. That's okay, he doesn't have the jetpack. But yeah, I seriously was shocked at how well his head articulates when I was opening him up from the box. He's got quite a bit of tilt, and that's something you don't really see with a lot of Hasbro figures. Typically, they've got like that disc hinge, and they can only really move up and down. They don't really have a lot of this tilt. So that's really nice. I've heard they've updated the shoulders to kind of be more Stormtrooper-like. Is that true? Does he have the Stormtrooper shoulders? Yeah, he's got the Stormy shoulders. That is so good. It's so good how they do that. He's got a pretty decent butterfly, too. Okay. I see you, Din. I see you. I see you. Okay. What else does he have? How's his ab crunch? Not much of an ab crunch. He's moving okay, though. He's moving okay in the torso. How's his elbow range? Is it over 90? It's a little over 90. It's not too bad. This is an in and out wrist. This is an up and down wrist. That's cool. That's nice. How about his hips? I'm sure he doesn't have like a classified drop down. No. This is actually my very first time having a Black Series Din Djarin. I never got the original ones. I never did. And honestly, I think it's a good thing I didn't, because this one seems like quite the upgrade. Especially with the helmet. The helmets on the original ones looked really bad. And that looks pretty much spot on to Din Djarin. That looks really, really good. Yeah, his articulation seems really nice. How's his ankles? Yeah, that's good. Everything moves nice and fluid, nice and smooth. And again, I only got this for $8. So I think $8 is quite the steal for this. Now, one thing I'm curious about, can this little knife go anywhere? Does he have like a little sheath on his boot? Because I'm not the biggest fan of the super tiny little knife, especially if it has nowhere to go. I'm not seeing anywhere for this little knife to go. I like it when accessories, especially this tiny, have somewhere to go. And I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing nothing. I mean, I guess it could like slot into, back there, I guess. I mean, that works. It's probably where I'll keep it. He does have his pistol, of course. This can, yep, go into his sheath just fine. But of course, I think the accessory that we're all going to display him with, the Darksaber. This is my first time having a 6-inch Darksaber. And yeah, that looks pretty nice. It doesn't have like the cackling paint that the TVC ones have. I really wish it did, because that just makes it look so much better. But yeah, that's still nice looking. I do like the plastic cape, but I can tell it is a little, just a wee bit cumbersome. Would it fit better if it was under the strap? Because I feel like if it was under the strap, it might kind of situate better and maybe stay. I don't know if that's accurate, but I mean, it works. It works being under that strap just a little bit. Yeah, this is a really nice din, dude. It's really nice. I do have to get in on the details on this guy because I think Hasbro did a pretty good job. The helmet's pretty well painted in. Not really seeing any empty spots in the visor. The silver paint does look good. I like the little mud horn molded into the shoulder. Has some little ammo belt, some little detonator detail, stuff like that. Little punches of silver here and there. I like the little splotches of blue as well. That leg panel looks very nice. Came from that droid whose name I can never remember. That looks really nice on the leg right there. I can tell it's missing paint right there on the knee pad, and that's kind of a shame. Wish that was painted. Other than that, seems like pretty much everything is there that really needs to be there. You know, it's, you know, this was made to be a pretty mass production, you know, Mando figure, and I think they did a pretty great job. I'm surprised they haven't tried to sell us a deluxe Mando or anything. Like some of the interchangeable armor parts, like the leg, Darksaber, cloth cape, jetpack, 2 jetpacks. I'm surprised they haven't tried to do that, especially since there's the Boba Fett tax, and now with stuff like Marvel Legends Maximum, I'm surprised they haven't, you know, tried to do like Star Wars Ultimate Saga, something like that, where it's like basically what Black Series was initially advertised to be. Because, I mean, look at the original Han Solo. That came with everything you really needed for an A New Hope Han Solo. Nowadays, you would never get that much. I'm sure whenever they make a new Han, it's not going to come with as much as the old one did. But yeah, this din is really nice. I really enjoy it. I do see how he kind of has like a fake chin and everything under there. Kind of surprised they don't do a removable helmet for Mando figures still. Especially since we very much know what he looks like under the helmet. But I guess it's not a necessity, given how little we do see of his face. You know, it's not a necessity. The cape does look good. The cape looks good. But yeah, I think overall, for $8, as someone who doesn't really collect Black Series, but just kind of wanted a figure to kind of represent the whole toy line for comparisons and everything, I think this was a good get. I think this was definitely a good get for me. He's going to live on the desk next to my classified retro Cobra Commander and my Master Grade Zaku and my McFarlane Batman. You know, he'll be my comparison boy. Yeah, he's really fun. He's a lot of fun. Nice little get for $8. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think it's kind of cool that Hasbro has this figure as like its evergreen Mandalorian on the shelf? I think it's pretty worthy of that. I can see a lot of more casual collectors, new collectors, walking into Walmart, Target, whatever, finding this guy and thinking, oh, that looks really cool. They buy it, and then they realize that there's slightly better versions out there, and then they feel slight regret, but then they become a collector. That's the whole point, I guess. I don't know. How does he hold the gun, by the way? I didn't really try that. I'm sure he holds it fine. He's got triggers on both hands, which is appreciated, I think. Oh, it's kind of a trigger, but you can see it's kind of slightly sculpted in, but it's not an actual separate finger. That sucks. I guess the Darksaber can go in this hand for now. And this is very much the trigger hand. Yeah, he holds that good. He holds that good. This hand's kind of loose, though, for the Darksaber. See, there's a lot of space in there. I'm sure he couldn't even hold this tiny little knife. I'm sure his hand ain't even made for that. Look, watch this. Check this out. Pathetic. They should have even put that in the box. That's lame. But yeah, I think I just want to keep the gun in the holster. I want to keep him with the Darksaber. Even though it's not his weapon, it's not meant for him. It was never meant for him. It's still very cool that he did wield it, you know? Still very cool. He had it for a time, at least. I mean, how many characters have had this? Sabine, Bo-Katan, Paz Vizsla. No, Pre-Vizsla. Paz tried to get it. I don't know if Paz... I think Paz wielded it. Yeah, he had it for a time. Paz had it for just a little bit during their duel. But yeah, he's got to have it two-handed because it's too heavy for him. It's kind of some interesting lore that they added in Mando, where if you're not worthy of it or something, it's too heavy. All right, there we go. There's my look at the Mines of Mandalore Black Series Din Djarin Mandalorian. Very cool figure. Definitely like this one. Yeah, it's cool. Definitely something worthy of picking up, especially for cheap like I got it, especially for like $8. Like, geez, that's a meal at McDonald's. Alrighty, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.